And the main event, it's the finals of the women's tag tournament, Io Sky and Dakota Kai against the best friends, the bougie and the badass, Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah, who just are hugging their way to the ring.
I know you've been speaking about it, but like, it's still so novel to me to see these sort of video packages, you know, heading into like significant matches or like tournaments or whatever. It's so great that like somebody is finally putting WWE's tremendous video production resources to great use. This is like the type of stuff that makes a main event feel like a main event. It's the type of stuff that like really makes WWE feel similar to like a real sports product. So I've been loving their video production heading into these matches.
Wait till you get the Dexter Lumis Miz video package.
Oh, okay. Yes. Maybe that's when we'll get the picture of the balls.
Backstage, Nikki, Doudrop, Dana Brooke, and Tamina are watching this match, and this is when they do mention the history between Raquel and Dakota Kai. Aaliyah gets sent into the steps, and much like SmackDown, this was a debilitating trauma sustained by Aaliyah, who was out for about a year selling on the floor. So it's the same story as SmackDown, where Raquel has to fight in a handicapped situation. So they had the advantage on her. Raquel then rams Io into Kai and fights back. Sky does a reversal into a code red, and Raquel nails a big lariat, goes for the Tejana bomb onto Sky, but Bayley stops it behind the referee's back. Sky hits the over the moonsault, which Raquel kicks out from, and Bayley starts protesting, prompting Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Bliss to run down and chase Bayley out through the crowd. Aaliyah then returns to the corner. She's alive, and she makes the tag, but stumbles and falls to the floor, with the other team not knowing that she's the legal woman. And she runs back in and catches Dakota Kai for the 3 count, which the who is the legal person to confuse the person taking the pin is a finish they are certainly relying on pretty heavily of late and in this tournament.
What was the last one? What was the last one?
Friday they did this.
Okay.
Where it was Sonya Deville came and pinned Nikki Ash to advance with Natalya.
Yet that one stuck.
What are we stuck with?
I mean, they went on to like they didn't take it away. They didn't.
No. I'm not saying take it away, but it's more so just the losing team doesn't get tricked not knowing who the legal woman is. But anyway, gets the roll up here, and it's Aaliyah and Raquel that get the win, and they've got like 4 minutes left, and boy, it just felt like either they were doing this intentionally of people expecting Sasha and Naomi to come out at the end of the show, or they just ended early because they felt like they were killing time here for a long time. They did have the big pyro go off, but it was just the babyfaces celebrating in the ring for an extended period of time.
Right. Well, to me, like, you know, I think the headline is to me, this is a dusty finish. I don't think that they'll stick with these two as champions. You had Graves upon, you know, the 3 count stammer a little, calling at least a bit of questioning to the result. But I found it very interesting that they went off air without explicitly stating that there was a legal person getting pinned.
Right.
It's something that I think they will follow up on either on social media or SmackDown, perhaps, and that's when you get maybe some sort of special rematch. But, you know, unlike maybe what you saw on Friday, I don't think that this will stick. For one thing, Aaliyah versus and Raquel as your first champions is weird as fuck. Okay. Like they're just not a compelling team whatsoever, especially if you have Naomi and Sasha potentially coming back. They feel like a poor babyface fit to go up against. I don't think this tournament will end without, either Sasha and Naomi reclaiming the belts, or more likely to meet Io and Dakota probably winning them and then having, giving them chase. But if that is the case, and I could be completely wrong, maybe they're going to stick with this, but if I'm right, it continues to tell me that they're using very innovative, or at least different ways of telling their stories. You know, doing the whole Dexter Lumis thing, going off air and letting the internet continue to, you know, detectives try to tell the story. This to me is another continuation of that, where the audience has to go online to track whether or not, I thought Io wasn't the legal person, and so Dakota wasn't the legal person.
Dakota's the one who took the cover.
Yeah. So I'm assuming there's going to be follow up if maybe by the morning that people are listening to this.
Yeah. I mean, it's, yeah, they treated it at the end like, hey, they're the champions. I didn't think it was all that spectacular of a match. It also does feel, especially if they go the direction you think they're going, where it's Aaliyah who pinned the wrong person. And this is after 2 matches where it's Raquel's had to pretty much carry the load with Aaliyah out. It almost like teases of Raquel going heel by the end of this and turning on Aaliyah for constantly screwing up.
That would actually justify the relentless barrage of smiling that we've been getting from her. You know, she's doing it all to serve up some sort of swerve. And then you see the smile turn into a frown. She comes out just
angry every week with like the biggest, frown.
She comes out smiling and then it just like curves into a frown, and that's the turn. Okay. Yeah, no, I would love it because you risk, like, if this was a straight up Io and Dakota win. I mean, Raquel and Aaliyah might as well have been completely lost in all of it. This might create a deeper story for everybody.
Yeah, we'll see if it's. I feel you could have got there either way. But yeah, they did it for a reason, and we'll see what the well, we're not going to get any follow up because SmackDown's taped on Friday, so the earliest they can really bring this up is, they've got the 6-woman on the pay-per-view Saturday, but more likely Monday, featuring like where this tag division is going.